So that takes us to who was the next fight?
The next fight was Andrei Arlovski versus Brendan Schaub, which that's what you and I were talking about before the cameras came on, and you seemed to you saw that actually.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the fight from top to bottom. People think Schaub won. Arlovski obviously got the win. I think a little bit of that had to do with his name power, and it didn't help that Brendan Schaub caught an elbow at the end in the bottom of an exchange. And I'm pretty sure his eye socket got broken because the thing swelled up quick. And, I mean, some judges look at that and automatically assume. I think the most telling thing for me was Schaub hit Arlovski with one of the best uppercuts I've ever seen, and Arlovski didn't even flinch. Now, I mean, I don't know if anyone's paid attention to Arlovski's last, 3 or 4 fights, but his jaw went. So I don't know if he looked a lot beefier. I'm not sure what he weighed in at, but he looked really heavy because he's always one of the smaller heavyweights.
Right.
So to watch him in there, he looked bigger and like he was carrying more muscle. And I know he's been, up in the 240s, 250s, but he was still smaller when he was fighting against Tim Sylvia or Frank Mir or one of those guys. And it was seeing him get hit by an uppercut and not get dropped. I thought as soon as the uppercut landed, I was like, all right, lights are still on and he's still fighting. Okay. So
it's funny that you say that, and maybe somebody out there can answer this, because it's like when you get, I don't know if there's any type of correlation with getting knocked out several times over a short period of time that makes you, I mean, we all know the more you get knocked out, the more vulnerable you become to knockouts. But it's like, okay, if like Arlovski, obviously you remember he went through a run where he just got fucking pummeled and dropped time after time after. It was like 3 or 4 times within like a couple year period.
Yeah, and it all started with when he had Fedor beat. He had Fedor in the worst state we had seen up to that point. He had Fedor in the corner. He tried to do a jumping flying knee. Fedor hit him with the right hand, and then his career went into like a 4-fight tailspin.
Right, and then, I mean, I'm wondering the fact that he did not get knocked out, or he kind of took, he obviously stepped away from it for a little bit.
He went into boxing and got knocked out in a boxing match.
Okay, so my whole theory is just fucking going out the window.
Dude, I don't know. Like I said, maybe he's on some shit, maybe he's not. Maybe he just got really amped up and the adrenaline was flowing and he didn't feel it. Anyway, Arlovski won. This has no relevance in the weight class. He's back. Neither one of these guys will be fighting for a title anytime soon. I don't think either one of these can even beat a top 5 guy. So.
Right. Now, that would bring us to